Was it hard to be so guarded in New York? I know that's the way you felt like you had to be and wanted to be, but you're hilarious and you have so much personality. Was it hard to be that way?
I don't think, no, because I think, look, I grew up in New York. I was in New York when I was 20 years old. So I was parts of 20 seasons in New York. And I just wanted to draw the line with professional and personal. I didn't want to cross the line because you guys maybe heard me say it. Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back in. Mm-hmm. I think once you share things, certain things, people come to expect it. And I understand that, but I just didn't want to do it during my career because I felt as though it would be a distraction. So it really wasn't. Our old teams used to get this label as we're so corporate and professional and we don't have fun. We go through the motion. But when the media was not in there, we had a great time. And that's nothing against the media. We just wanted to limit those distractions.
Well, this is team of hiding, go into the clubhouse, nobody's around. Why do I have to go into this clubhouse? Nobody's here. The Yankees aren't. And then you can't even go on the grass and talk to these guys in batting practice unless you're called over. It was tough.
Well, yeah. And you think about it now, dear. Think about the social media world and everything has changed the landscape of privacy. Yeah. Even if you want to be, Teflon and you have a barricade around your house, they will find a way somehow. I don't need to explain that to you. But when you think about for you, when you showed up in New York, you win a World Series 4 out of the first 5 years that you are in New York. That's insane. And that spotlight and that pressure and thinking about the 20 years of being in New York and now being outside of it, do you even look back and think like, how did I navigate that? Or how was I able to navigate that? Because trying to do that in this day and age would seem nearly impossible to live the life that you were able to live with as much anonymity as you could.
You can. This changed everything.
Yeah.
Changed everything. Absolutely everything. You have to, I used to tell young players when they came to New York, you have to assume that everything you do is public knowledge. Or you just have to make that assumption, which in some sense, look, I'm not complaining. Look, I'm anyone that's listening.
No, I'm asking the question.
No.
But you have to make that assumption. And in some sense, it's not completely fair because, I don't know everything about you. I'm not talking about you too. But even I don't know everything about you. So therefore, you shouldn't have that sense where you feel you have the right to know everything about me, right? So I survived, I think, in my career, especially the early years of my career, because there were no camera phones. I mean, we would go out in New York. Look, I can say it now because I'm not playing, but we go out in New York on a Friday or Saturday night to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You'd leave, and there's a line to get in. But you never had to worry about someone taking a picture unless you had one of those for real cameras. You know what I mean? So it's just a different time. I feel somewhat, I don't know if it sounds right, somewhat sorry for some of the younger players that are coming up now because but that's all they know. I think